Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to Take an Interest in KiwiSaver, brought to you in association with AMP. Today we talk about the announcement from Finance Minister Bill English that the government plans to bring in soft compulsion for KiwiSaver from 2014-2015. Now currently there's about 1.8 million people in KiwiSaver. Now they got in there because they were auto-enrolled when they changed jobs or when they joined the workforce. It's a voluntary scheme, so you can pull out if you want, and many people have. But the soft compulsion scheme, or auto-enrollment, would mean that people who are already in their jobs would be signed up into KiwiSaver automatically, and then they would have the right to opt out. Now currently about 18,000 people a month join KiwiSaver, and that's quite a bit down from where it was in 2007 when the scheme started. Now this would mean that those people who are already in jobs would be auto-enrolled and have a chance to pull out even though they haven't changed jobs. Now this would mean that they'd automatically receive a $1,000 kickstart from the government, and under the new rules, which were brought in the budget, they would receive $1 for every $2 they put in the form of a tax credit. That means up to about $521 from the government. Also, from April the 1st, 2013, the minimum contribution from both employers and employees rises from 2% to 3%. Now, the government says it did a survey, or Colmar Brunton did a survey in 2010, showing about 28% of people who were working weren't in KiwiSaver because they simply hadn't gotten around to joining KiwiSaver. And Bill English wants to prompt more people to join KiwiSaver. The government reckons about 55% of those who would be enrolled would stay in the scheme. They'd choose not to opt out. That would mean an extra 275,000 new members for KiwiSaver. But there is a cost for the government, and that's partly why the government's saying it won't bring in the scheme until 2014-15, when the overall government budget is due to be returning to surplus. Because it would cost about $550 million in taxpayer funds over 4 years to introduce this, because whenever someone's auto-enrolled, remember you get the $1,000 tax credit from the government and up to $521 in tax credits every year after that. So the government's saying we'll only do it if we get into surplus. It wants to improve the national savings rate. There is a political aspect to this. Remember, we're heading up towards the election on November 26, and Labour has hinted that it is interested in a compulsory KiwiSaver scheme. So this means you're in and you're not allowed to leave. That's a bit different from the soft compulsion idea being put forward by National. Well, there we have it. Take an interest in KiwiSaver, brought to you in association with AMP.